Introduction. There are different types of surroundings in different parts of the world. All the places are different from one another. Some are cold, some very hot and dry. Some places are humid. These places have many organisms of various kinds. The kind of living things, including plants and animals, found in each of the surrounding are different from plants and animals of other surroundings. In this chapter, we will learn about living things and their characteristics, their habitat and various adaptations to live in that habitat. Habitat and adaptations. Habitat. The place of surroundings where a plant or animal lives is called habitat. Habitat means a dwelling place. A habitat provides food, water, air, light, shelter, and a place for breeding to the plants and animals living in it. Different types of plants and animals live in different types of habitats. Some examples of habitat are deserts, mountain region, grasslands, forests, lake, river, sea, etc. All the habitats can be divided into two main groups. Some examples of habitat are deserts, mountain region, grasslands, forests, lake, river, sea, etc. All the habitats can be divided into two main groups. Terrestrial habitats. A land-based habitat is called a terrestrial habitat. Thus, the plants and animals which live on land are called terrestrial. Examples of terrestrial habitats are desert, forests, mountains, grasslands, soil, and homes. Aquatic habitats. A water-based habitat is called an aquatic habitat. Some of the examples of aquatic habitats are ponds, lakes, rivers, swamp, etc. Several kinds of plants and animals may share the same habitat, but their eating habits are different. Therefore, there is less competition for food. A habitat does not only consist of only living organisms, it also includes soil, water, air, light, temperature, etc. This habitat includes both biotic and abiotic components. Adaptations. The presence of specific body features which enable a plant or an animal to live in a particular habitat is called adaptation. Different animals are adapted to their surroundings in different ways. Adaptation to a habitat does not take place in short time. Some of the examples of adaptation are adaptation camel. The body structure of a camel helps it to survive in desert conditions. Camels have long legs which help to keep their bodies away from the heat of the sand. They excrete small amount of urine. Their dung is dry and they do not sweat. Since camels lose very little water from their bodies, they can live for many days without water. They drink more water and store in the body. The camel's hump has fat stored in it. In case of emergency, camel can break down stored fat to obtain water. Adaptation in fish. The fish has a streamlined body shape, which means head and tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body. The body tapers at both the ends. Due to the streamlined shape, water can easily flow around the body of fish and offers least resistance to body. The fish has fins. During movement, muscles make the front part of the body curve to one side and the tail part swings towards the opposite side. The fish forms a curve, then quickly the body and tail curve to other side. This makes a jerk and pushes the body forward. A series of such jerks makes the fish swim ahead. Other fins of the fish help to keep the balance of the body and maintain the direction while swimming. Fish have slippery scales on their bodies. These scales protect the fish and also help in easy movement through water. The fish has a strong tail for swimming. The fish has flat fins to change directions and keep its body balanced in water. A journey through different habitats. Some terrestrial habitats. Some of the important terrestrial habitats are forests, mountain regions, and forest. Deserts. A waterless area of land covered with sand and having little or no vegetation is called a desert. The dominant factors in a desert are scarcity of water and high temperature. Some of the adaptations of desert plants and animals are adaptations in desert animals. Small creatures living in deserts have hard scales on their body which help in preventing the loss of water due to heat. These creatures usually hide in the shadow during daytime and come out during night. Also, these animals pass out very less urine to conserve water in their body. Adaptations in desert plants. Desert plants have very deep roots so that they can access water from great depths. Leaves of some desert plants are modified into spine-like structures. This helps in preventing water loss by way of transpiration. Stems of some desert plants are modified into leaf-like structures. Such stems are spongy and have a coating of wax over them. The wax coating prevents evaporation and spongy inside helps in storing lot of water. Some terrestrial habitat, mountain regions. A very high hill is called a mountain. These habitats are usually very cold and windy. Some of the adaptations to mountain regions are adaptations in plants to mountain habitats. There is a lot of rain in mountain regions. In the mountain habitats, it is very cold during winter and snowfall may also occur. The trees in mountain habitats the following adaptations. The trees in mountain habitats are usually cone-shaped, having sloping branches. The shape of the mountain trees make the rainwater and snow to slide off easily without damaging the branches and leaves. Many mountain trees have small, needle-like leaves, due to which these lose very little water in windy conditions. This helps the mountain trees to survive in winter when all the soil is frozen in the form of ice and not available to roots. The broad-leaved trees found on mountains shed their leaves before the onset of winter. This prevents such trees from losing water from leaves. Adaptations in animals' mountain habitats. Some of the adaptations found in animals living in mountain habitats are: adaptation in yak. Yak is a kind of large ox covered with long silky hair. Yaks have long hair on their body to protect them from cold by keeping them warm. Adaptation in mountain goat. The adaptations in mountain goat are: the mountain goat has long hair to protect it from cold and keep it warm. The mountain goat has strong hooves for running up the rocky slopes of mountains for grazing. Adaptations in snow leopard. The snow leopard has thick fur on its body. The snow leopard has thick layer of fat beneath the skin. It has rounded body and small ears to keep the body surface area to the minimum. It has big feet to spread weight on snow.